Hey guys, CoolCheese here, and welcome back to another Destiny video. In today's Destiny video, we're going to be going over the weapon perk Frenzy, and why it is actually one of the best perks in the game for SMGs, more specifically in 6v6 and Rumble, but also in game modes like 3v3, Trials of Osiris, and just the entirety of PvP. Let's go over what Frenzy does. Frenzy is a damage perk that works very uniquely in comparison to other damage perks. Instead of requiring a kill, you need to be in combat for 12 seconds. What is being in combat? Being in combat is receiving or taking damage. You can have a 5-second disparity between receiving and taking damage. So for example, I can shoot one SMG bullet at someone, wait 5 seconds, shoot another one, wait 5 seconds, shoot another one, and that counts as 15 seconds for the perk. So I'll get Frenzy active, and then once Frenzy is procced, you have a 5-second window to keep it active, and once again, the only way to keep it active is to receive or take damage. On paper, this doesn't seem too crazy. 12 seconds to proc a damage perk doesn't seem very good. The kind of having to be constantly in gunfights is like, is that good? Would I rather have something like Rampage or Kill Clip? And I'm here to tell you, at least for 6v6s, I prefer this over Rampage, Kill Clip, Swashbuckler, etc. Let's talk about why. So if we read this perk description, being in combat for an extended time increases damage, handling, and reload for this weapon until you are out of combat. You notice that none of this requires you to A, deal damage with this weapon, or B, get a kill with this weapon. Basically, what happens is if I'm using my good old Reese Walker, right? I'm using my Reese Walker, I'm using my borrowed time. Someone apes me with a shoddy, I ape him back, his teammates behind him, I get a double kill with my shotgun. I'm in combat that entire time. I switch back to my SMG, and boom, Frenzy's already active. I get an Orb of Light from the double kill on the Reese Walker, and also quick charge, so 2 times charge with light, which gives me high energy fire and Frenzy, and boom, I am doing 30 damage per crit with a 750 RPM SMG. That is insane. The whole reason this perk is very good is, unlike every other damage perk, you don't have to do damage, you don't have to get kills, you don't have to use this gun to proc it. It can just be in your pocket the entire time until you have Frenzy up, and then you just go God mode. And so, when paired with other very high momentum classes like Sunbreaker, Bottom Tree Sunbreaker, Bottom Tree Striker, you can get huge feeds. I'm going to put some footage on screen that I've gotten in quick play over the past couple days. I've had times where I have Frenzy procced for 3 minutes straight without losing the perk. 3 minutes straight, constantly doing damage, constantly getting kills. Because between the amount of damage and the sheer time to kill that I'm getting with Frenzy alongside Charge with Light, alongside with Sun Warrior, all of these things add up. I'm also getting double kills with my SMG, which spawn orbs, which give me health, which give me more damage perk, which, once again, keep the combat flow going. Additionally, besides just the utility of having a damage perk that you don't need to really do anything to proc, it increases your reload and handling. So if you're not using an armor piece like Peacekeepers, the SMG handles just fine despite having a kind of mid-tier handling stat. The reload speed is very noticeable. It feels like double, maybe triple the amount of my default reload speed. And so that is obviously really important too. One of the most important parts about SMG play is being able to reload quickly. And on most 750s, they have a very low, very below average reload speed. And so specifically on my borrowed time, having that reload bonus in addition to a damage perk, in addition to a handling perk, is really nice. My main gist about Frenzy is a perk that as long as you stay alive, you will have active all the time. In Trials of Osiris, I was using it a little bit. I would get shot by a 120, go behind cover, peek out, shoot 1 SMG bullet, then go back into cover, peek out again, 1 SMG bullet. Boom, I have Frenzy, they can't kill me. It gives a good player so much room to breathe and allows them to control that first 1v1 of an engagement, which is insanely powerful. Frenzy is one of the few damage perks in the game that doesn't require a kill to proc. The only one that I can think of besides this is Surrounded, and we all know Surrounded isn't great. And because of that, I feel like Frenzy's top tier. Don't have to get a kill, which means it's more of a neutral damage bonus, which is always good. Anything that you can proc before a gunfight is always fantastic. As well as you don't need to put yourself in a sticky situation like Surrounded, and you're just playing the game normally. Frenzy rewards you for playing the game how you want to, as long as you're staying alive. And for me, that's a godsend. I can play it. Once again, I play bottom tree hammers. I can go as aggressive, the most aggressive Titan known to mankind, aping in with sunspots, constantly spawning pillars of fire and the damage perks. And then if I wanted, I could go to something like Phoenix Cradle. And then boom, now my teammates have sunspots. And now we're all doing 30 damage per crit with our SMGs. It's sick. The only thing that Frenzy's missing, the only thing that I would be like, oh, I really wish Frenzy did this, is if it was on my good old multi-mock. That's saying something. Frenzy is a god tier perk. And honestly, it's very hard for me to say this, but I think I enjoy it more than Kill Clip. And as we all know, Kill Clip is extremely powerful. I think Frenzy rewards a different playstyle than Kill Clip and allows you to frag potentially harder as long as you can keep that combat flow going. Overall, Frenzy is a fantastic perk for SMGs and PvP. One of the best, if not the best. And I encourage you to go get an SMG with Frenzy today. The main ones that have it currently are the Borrowed Time Energy one and the Extraordinary Rendition Kinetic. I recommend Borrowed Time because Borrowed Time can get Rangefinder and Frenzy. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and please get on that Sunbreaker. Get those sunspots, and go grab a Frenzy SMG today. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.